I decided to do some voluntary work outside the home. It was after David died and I wanted to immerse myself in something completely different. So I tried to be accepted by the organisation called the Voluntary Reading Helper organisation, and they accepted me, which meant going into a school twice a week for an hour and a half each time to help 3 children each time individually with their reading, because they were the ones that were falling a little behind the rest of the class.
But how do you get the doors to open? Only by spotting 3 differences between them. Look around the edges.
Good. Turn to page 28 now.
At last, there is your spaceship.
I like them all, but the one I enjoy most is this very lively little boy called Patrick, who likes to play tricks, particularly if we're playing a game, because he wants to, as for instance Snakes and Ladders, because he wants to win, you see, so he turns the dice around to the number that he requires, and sure enough he ends up at home before I do.
So I...
That's turn 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Now you miss a go.
That's a change.
Yeah, at least I'm in front now.
You are.
Really easy. You're going to be Granny.
How long have you been having reading with Mrs. Worswick?
This term, isn't it, since September?
Yeah.
Since September.
Is it good fun?
What?
Do you like it?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it better than being in class?
Yes.
Why?
Because I like doing reading.
It's just like being a mother again, in fact, giving encouragement and building their self-confidence in the case of these children, because they've lagged behind a bit, they are a bit shy. Not Patrick, in fact, but the others are a little bit shy of reading and diffident. But I try to establish a friendly relationship to start with, and when they read something reasonably fluently or correctly, then I praise them naturally. And we usually end up with a game of some kind. Snakes and Ladders, or Noughts and Crosses is very popular, or I Spy. Because reading is a very intense mental activity, I notice. Right. Now, do you want to go on with this book, or shall we have a different one?
Okay, a different one. Where's Wally?
Oh, well, all right, if you want it then.
Yeah.
It has worked extraordinarily well because I get out of the house early. I get out of the house at 8:30 in the morning, whatever the weather. And once I get to the school, I'm immersed in a totally different environment. There are the young staff there, and the younger children running around in the playground and kicking a ball about and so forth. It took me a little while, I think, to be accepted, but now I'm greeted as I go in, and it's a very, very worthwhile activity.
You're 50 years older than the rest
Yes,
of the
he's 50 and more, 50 plus. There is a quotation from Shakespeare which I do like to bear in mind. It comes from The Taming of the Shrew, when Lucentio is about to go to Padua to enhance his studies in philosophy and literature and so forth, and he's very intent on improving this. His manservant, whom he's confiding his plans to, is called Tranio, and Tranio, while approving of his master's plan, does say to him, "No profit grows wherein no pleasure is taken." And I think that is so true.
Yes!
The children must get some enjoyment from this activity if it's to have any meaning for them or be of any use to them.
Is it helpful having someone coming in to help with reading?
It's absolutely wonderful because those children get a chance to read when they wouldn't have otherwise.
And is Sylvia good at it?
Very good at it, excellent. She's really nice with the children and they love going to read with her.
I love it. They're so fresh. These are 7-year-olds. And they're so fresh and eager, and the world is new to them, of course.